what is it like to tour North America for a second time? Are you getting to do some things you missed last time?
Yeah, it's just as much fun. It's just as exciting because really this is my only second time I've done it, and so it's kind of cool to come back, but it's still feeling quite new and exciting. But there's still some familiarity, which is kind of cool, and so we're kind of revisiting a lot of the same places I went to on the first time round. So it's good to go back to those places and kind of feel as if you know your way around a little bit. Because on a tour you only really get an initial grasp of the places that you visit because you're usually in and out, you're there for one day. So this time it's kind of cool to kind of make up for things that we didn't get around to doing the last time. So it's cool, it's a lot of fun, but it's nice having a little bit of familiarity this time.
Venue sizes have drastically increased on this tour. Does it feel any different?
Yeah, a little bit. There's only really kind of a handful of venues that have gotten really big, like we played a really big show in Chicago. But then I suppose it's starting to kind of really catch up with the UK. I think the UK and the US were always kind of very similar in terms of the size and capacity of shows and that kind of thing. But it's kind of I think if you're British and you come across to America and you come across to North America for a tour, it's a really kind of exciting, really quite a romanticised thing, and so to do it in big venues feels amazing. It's really exciting.
What got you into playing saxophone?
I played piano first for a few years, and then I had a really close family friend of mine, a guy called George Irving, and when he kind of realised that I was starting to kind of recognise music and get a buzz from it, he started showing me lots of really cool bands, and so I kind of started listening to bands like Steely Dan and all kinds of different saxophone players when I was kind of 9 or 10 years old, and I just thought it sounded amazing, really. I played piano and I think I started to really love and really feel music through doing that when I was really young, but as soon as I started playing saxophone, that's when I knew that I was kind of certain on what I wanted to do. And so I was just lucky to be introduced to really good music at a very young age, so I felt really inspired to do it.
Okay. Are you currently working on any music with extracurricular or the new standard?
Yeah, more so with the new standard. And so ideally we'd love to have like an EP to be kind of just release stuff our own backs next year. I think that'd be really nice. And so we've got kind of a small batch of tunes that we're working on. And so yeah, and then with extracurricular we've got a ton of music. We really do have a lot of music kind of put together, but it's just not really finished. And at the minute there isn't a means with which to release it yet. So we'll kind of see. It's there. The projects are still they're up and running, but they're kind of, it's more of like a leisurely kind of. Those projects are just very leisurely. Really.
Not as much a job.
Yeah.
Since the 1975 are taking a break from touring for the majority of 2015, do you have any other plans?
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I'm writing music for an EP of my own, which would be really cool. And so I've kind of got 4 or 5 tracks, for the most part, that I've written, and I don't know where I want to record it and who I want to record it with, and I know the guys that I'd love to play on it. So I'm slowly piecing together the plans to make that happen. But then I think I love teaching the saxophone, so I'd love to get some students across in the UK, and hopefully if I can figure it out over Skype. I haven't really managed to make that work yet, but it'd be great to kind of teach people all over the place. So kind of just more of the same. I just want to be busy playing and writing music and teaching, that kind of thing.
Good. We have a few fan questions. So the first one is, what is the most surprising thing you've seen in a crowd? And that's from Ali and Malia.
To be honest, it's not really that surprising. If you imagine any kind of cliched rock show thing that a girl would do when she's on a guy's shoulders at a rock show, I don't know. It's really not surprising. I'll let you use your imagination.
The next one is, people camp out for days to see the 1975. Is there anyone you would have camped out to see when you were a teenager? And that's from Georgia.
I don't know, probably not, because I really do, I love going to shows. I love, obviously, a lot of music. obviously, but I don't know, I don't think I'd really camp
Camp
out for
out.
anyone, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, I've never, there's a couple of times where I've really raced to the front to try and get to the Barrier for a gig. I saw John Mayer, and I've seen the Dave Matthews Band from the Barrier at Manchester Apollo. They were really amazing, really memorable gigs, but generally speaking, I'd rather just kind of take a step back and really try and soak it
Soak
in.
it rather than
And so,
be tired.
yeah, and I don't like the idea of sitting on a pavement for 15 hours before going to a gig. It's just not my.
It's not fun.
No.
The next one is, how does it feel to be a part of a project that brings people from foreign countries together with love for Rosa?
It's amazing. It's really, really amazing. Hello. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, no, it is absolutely incredible, and especially because I kind of knew Mike beforehand, so I kind of, he hasn't really changed, but I knew what he was like when he was just like a
Regular guy.
yeah, and like a little boy and skateboarding and that kind of thing. So to see him on stage in front of all these people all over the world that completely adore his band and everything, it really is amazing. It's absolutely incredible. So for me to have a small contribution to it is a huge opportunity, and I don't take any of it for granted. And so I absolutely love it. It's amazing to see it.
The last question is, if you could own any song, what would it be and why? And that's from Tom.
If I could own
Own any song. Like
Own any
own the
song.
rights to it.
Oh, okay.
Or something that you wish you wrote.
Yeah. It's really hard. I love. There's too many to choose from. I could maybe give a few. I really like. There's an album by James Taylor called Sweet Baby James. That's amazing. And then Continuum by John Mayer. That whole album.
Incredible. Yeah.
Any one of those tunes would be amazing. Probably one of them, I think. Or, in fact, no. A Case of You by Joni Mitchell. Probably that tune, I think.
Good.